Charlie Pinard, Artist Statement. Edith Dryden, Yakandanda, 16th of the 10th, 1915. I was quite nervous to meet Edith. I had never met anybody over 100 before, and was completely unsure of what to expect. However, all my nerves eased when I sat down next to Edith and saw her eyes, so bright and full of life. Notebook and pen at the ready, I asked Edith questions all about herself, her life, her family, everything. She was patient with me, laughing cheekily at childhood memories and explaining in great detail the difference of life in Australia decades ago. Edith grew up in a town called Rosebud on the Mornington Peninsula. She enjoyed playing basketball and baseball at school and was skilled at English. As Edith's town was very remote, the closest high school was over 50 kilometres away. She left school at the end of Year 8 to provide for her family. At just 75 cents a week, Edith worked in a grocery shop, a place where she had fond memories of catching up with friends and cooking meals in the tiny kitchen. Just a few years after leaving school, Edith was married and became a mother to 6 children. Today she has 19 grandchildren, 29 great-grandchildren, and 47 great-great-grandchildren. And when she can't sleep, she told me with a grin, she counts them all. In 1961, Edith and her growing family moved to Yakandanda, where they bought the bakery. Her second eldest, Teddy, became the baker, and he was renowned for his hot cross buns. Edith described the hustle and bustle of the bakery and how Easter was always the busiest day of the year, with all the children rushing about serving customers and baking bread. Since turning 100, Edith has received birthday letters from the Queen, the King, the Pope, and the Governor-General. Her inquisitive personality and strong nature are what inspired my portrait. I wanted to capture the smile she has given to countless journalists interested in her story, the brightness to her eyes, and the long hair she so greatly adores. Edith Dryden by Charlie Pinard. Charcoal on Paper, 2024. Edith Dryden fills the portrait in charcoal, her face tilted slightly upward and looking directly at the viewer. Her face fills the canvas, her straight, chin-length hair halos out around her face, reaching to the edges of the canvas. Edith's face is deeply lined, and her mouth is slightly open in a smile. Her deep-set eyes are soulful and powerful. There is a free and vibrant quality to her hair, which frames her face in greys, whites, and blacks, and her light fringe sweeps across her forehead. The artist has used charcoal to create deep shading and shadows, the light coming from the upper right corner of the frame, highlighting the lined planes of Edith's face. To the bottom of Edith's chin is the artist's signature.